And welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the Arthritis Show, a global information source dedicated to patients with arthritis and sports injuries. Joining us exclusively on the studios today is Dr. Esly Caldwell. Doc, welcome. Great to have you.
Nice to be back.
He practices acupuncture in South Florida. And for patients out there who don't know the science of acupuncture, what is it all about?
That's a very good question.
It's a broad question.
It's a very broad question. So what I want to do is talk a little bit about how acupuncture is more than people tend to think. It's not just needles. Here in Florida, the medical board has recognized acupuncture as being a number of different modalities. Obviously, we're using the acupuncture needles. We're also using massage techniques, herbal medicine, other manual therapies. We use cupping, a number of different modalities to address the needs of our patients. So we have a video here.
Let's go to your video. We want to see, I know I saw part of the video that you were using needles, but for majority of the part, here, you're using a tool. What is that tool?
Right, so we have what's called a roller. And as you said earlier, many times with patients with arthritis, the ligaments and muscles tend to get very tight. And so the rolling helps to relax the muscles and tendons. Also, the acupuncture meridians that we're working with have different areas or spheres of influence in the body, and the rolling helps to address the channels directly.
And now you're applying some
oil. Yeah,
oil,
so
yes.
we do some other therapies.
Oil therapy. What is the one particular oil that you like to use for patients with arthritis?
We use a number of different oils, depending on the type of arthritis of the person coming in. So we often have, there's arthritis that's worse with heat, arthritis that's worse with cold, worse with damp weather. And so depending on the type of climatic condition that affects it, we're going to use different sorts of topical liniments.
Fantastic. Now let's go to another part of the video, because I know that you've used a number of different modalities in your office, right?
Yes.
Okay, what is next thing that you're using? You're using the oil?
Using the oil, and then we're doing cupping. And the cupping down around the shoulder blades, the channel that has its sphere of influence in this area, is very good for the autoimmune conditions. So if a patient would have, say, rheumatoid arthritis, among other things, we might use this cupping to increase circulation throughout the body, reduce stagnation of energy that tends to cause those problems.
And again, you're causing more circulation,
right.
by doing that suction cup, you're bringing more blood to the area.
Yes, and then specifically for the self-attacking aspect of autoimmune conditions, where the body, for whatever reason, decides it wants to attack itself, the cupping is a modality we often use to address that specifically.
Fantastic. Roman Garcia, I wanted to go to you right now. I think you wanted to ask the doctor.
Yes, doctor. Mr. Esly, the ointment, does that have medicinal properties to them?
Yes, we use a number of different ointments that do have healing properties, as I said, depending on the nature of the arthritis or condition that the person has. A hot condition, we're going to use a particular oil. A cold condition, a different type of oil. And I just want to emphasize again, looking at that video, acupuncture is not just needles. There are a lot of different modalities that we use. Very rarely, I have a patient come in who is very afraid of needles, needle phobic. And in those cases, we don't have to use needles. We use sound healing called acutonics to address those folks. We use magnets. So there's always a way to do healing.
And just to interject here, the needles that you're using in acupuncture are very small. It doesn't even feel like a mosquito bite. It would be like, I would say it's like 50% of mosquito bite, if anything.
Right. Yeah, that's an important point. Compared to, say, a needle used for injection or for drawing blood, the acupuncture needles are much, much smaller, very, very thin. So I prefer to call them pins instead of needles.
Okay. And the other question that the audience out there like to know is, they keep hearing the word qi. What is that about?
That's another good question. Qi is the bioenergy. It's the capacity to do work. It's the force of life that we take in with each breath that circulates through our body with the heartbeat. It circulates and flows throughout the body and also externally to the body. And it provides the fuel for all of our daily activities. It gives us energy, literally, to do what our body needs to do as we move forward with life.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, it was great to have you again. We would love to have you again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to take a break at this point. When we come back, Dmitry Zhitov would be joining us. Dmitry Zhitov is the consultant when it comes to sports. He has always some great advice for you guys. Let's go for a break.